Hello everyone, welcome back to This Old TJ. Today's project of the day, we're doing one of our first repairs here, which will be replacing the seat belts, the buckle side. You can see where this one is separated from the actual housing and moves around quite a bit. And the biggest part is trying to get your buckle in blindly. Half the time it slips between the casing and the actual chute it should go through. And when that happens, it feels like it's in, and unless you're paying attention and don't feel the click or hear it, you can drive around pretty much completely unbuckled. So we'll move around to the back side here and see what's involved in swapping this out. All right, first off, this is not something that can be done in the car, at least not easily. The bolt that actually pertains to the belt assembly is right here. And you can see where that sits behind the side of the seat cover. And in relation to the console, I just don't know if there's enough room there. But it's really easy to get to once it's out of the car. If you're not sure what's involved with getting it out and really want to watch, check the video I'll link up above here. I did one just strictly on seat removal. So, quick clip. Behind here, you see where this pops into a channel and locks in place on the rear part. Flip this up. Our wire routes pretty easily through the bottom and under the cable. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get this pulled out of here before we start taking anything else loose. That comes out like a breeze. Next up, we'll need a T47. It does look like there's some wave lock washers that are on the back side of this. And the bolt itself has a shank on it. It rides in the belt assembly kind of like a bushing. So let's get it down here where you can get a clean shot where the seat belt sets on this. You got the wave lock washers underneath. Now I'll see if I can maneuver the seat belt out without losing those washers. And that's it. Old seat belt is out. You can see where it's, not as it should be. I know some people have said you can just yank these covers back up, but I think it's more this is actually popped out the top. I'll grab the new one, we'll compare them, see what they look like. The new belt assembly does make it look like the cover is slipped down. But again, being a seat belt, key safety component, not something I'm really willing to risk my life or anyone else's on here. So I am just popping in a new set on both sides that I picked up from Quadratec. They had them in stock. I was able to get them within a couple days. So, and it looks, you can even see it's like the buttons faded out over time. Got a little wear showing. So we'll get this one popped back in here. Alright, I will bring the cable, the seat belt through first. And with it through, get it re-ran under the cable as it was before. And it laid very neatly up on top. It's fed through between the seat and the mounting bracket. So now the next challenge looks like it's going to be getting the seatbelt buckle back in here on top of the spring washer, and it looks like one of the wave lock type washers there as well. So we'll see how much of a challenge this is. Well, so far, not horrible. Let's see if I can get a bolt down through there to kind of center some of this up a hair. This may be where it suddenly isn't near as easy as it was. That's too easy. I believe it is not started. A little more leverage up here. See what happens. Now it is absolutely started. You can see that the shank part of the bolt is fitting right through without a problem. Now we're down on the tension. Bring the ratchet back out. And with the shank bolt, it pretty much bottoms out. And with that, we'll reattach the rear of the seat. And that's it. That's done. So that's ready to pop back in. Probably will grab a zip tie potentially and see if I can put a couple up here where this runs along the cable, just to keep it from moving excessively. But other than that, this is ready to go back in. So one new seat belt, guaranteed to latch. A lot easier than having to try and fish your way around this thing. So overall, this job is probably one of the easiest ones I've ever done on any vehicle. So definitely not something a person should be afraid of taking on themselves. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. It's an old Jeep. There is a lot of things to do.